All right, I just paid $300 for over 100 pounds of completely random camera gear. I have no clue what's in this other than it's just a massive amount of any type of camera gear you can imagine. And so today I'm gonna be unboxing all this stuff. We're gonna see what we get, see if there's any cool things in there. And most importantly, I'm gonna see if I can make a profit on all this stuff. I seriously have no clue what to expect, and that's kind of what I'm most excited about. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I already unboxed over 60 pounds of camera gear that I bought from the same seller. You should definitely check that part out first. I'll link it down in the description. I went more in depth on how I actually acquired all this stuff, and I found some pretty neat stuff in there as well. But without further ado, over 100 pounds of camera gear just showed up. Let's get this stuff unboxed and see what we get. All right, we got 3 boxes to open up, 2 big ones and 1 smaller one. We're gonna start out with one of the big ones here. I really couldn't have less of a clue what to expect in these boxes, so let's just start getting them out and see what we get. I don't even want to look at this stuff. I'm just gonna reach in and grab it. All right, mystery item number 1. A Manfrotto box. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, it's like a mid-level spreader. So it's like a spreader for a tripod. All right, it looks like it's kind of a proprietary Manfrotto system, so it's not just like a universal tripod spreader. It does seem like it's brand new, but I guess I don't really have much of a use for this. You know, seeing something Manfrotto new in the box kind of gives me high hopes for the rest of it, but I'll start digging some more stuff out. True Match, full spectrum lighting, and a bunch of these. It looks like a bunch of the same thing. These weird little plastic, I don't know if they're like adapter pieces for something. And these are KinoFlow True Match 55-watt fluorescent lamps. I definitely can't really make much use out of these. Let's grab something else. Let's see, this feels fuzzy. It's a Sennheiser MZH70-1. It looks like a massive dead cat for a microphone, or like for, you know, a big mic blimp. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Maybe there's a huge mic blimp in there that I can use this with. All right, what's next? That right there looks like a reflector. Godox, it looks like a softbox, and then we got ourselves a reflector. I can feel it kind of folded up in there. A used Godox softbox. There's some, it's a little bit dirty inside of there. Let's see, those are also, I don't think these are supposed to be bent like that. Looks like all of them are a little bit bent at least. All right, we got a Canon AC adapter, LED tungsten color gels. And then we got this right here. This is a full bag of GoPro LCD backpack waterproof doors. Hold up. Looks like a lens pouch, just like a little, yeah, lens protective pouch. A Westcott silver and white fabric, 72 by 72 inches. So a 6 by 6 foot Westcott reflector fabric. That's kind of cool. It looks like 2 impact, they're just umbrellas like for lighting, for flashes and stuff. Then we got this. This looks kind of cool. So it's carbon fiber and it's a Leica Decomar. So it looks like some sort of Leica lens hood, but like a big one. It looks like it's made out of carbon fiber. I don't even know like what kind of camera or lens this would be from. It's really interesting, but I'll have to look this one up. But also a Red Mag 1.8 inch SSD reader. That's really cool. There's no Red Mags in there. But this is probably still worth a good chunk, like, you know, maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks. All right, that is a big bag of, it looks like dummy batteries. These are all Atomos NPF dummy batteries, it looks like literally an entire bag of them. What is that? Sennheiser MKH 416 mic tube. Okay, if there's an MKH 416 in here, that would be crazy. All right, nothing in there, but I really don't know what this could be, like a waterproof mic casing or something. It looks very industrial. I don't know, I have no idea what this could be used for, but it's kind of cool. I'm excited to find out. Alpha Case Company, it looks like, is the brand. All right, these are heavy. These look like camera base plates or something. My guess would be like a Manfrotto 501 plate, base plate, but they're all the same thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe 12 or 15 or something of these in there. It looks like an audio toolkit bag. You can put like, you know, audio recorders, microphones, things like that in there. All right, just a few things left in box number 1. That's everything. A bunch more of these rods. We got some lens adapters, T2 lens to Sony E-mount, 2 of the same adapters. Nice. And then this is pretty heavy. This is an Amaran. It feels like it'd be a battery. It's a battery station for Amaran T2C and T4C. This has a ton of weight to it. And that is it for box number 1. This is fully empty. All right, next up we're gonna go with this smaller one, but this has a ton of weight to it. Man, that's just crammed full of stuff. A think tank, like rain cover, something like that. Oh, a 240 gig SSD and sound devices USB 3 adapter for it. LPE6s, Sony FZ100s. Other random batteries, lens cap, cables. These are like brand new, looks like replacement grips for Nikon D700. What are these? UV filters. 77mm UV filter, 77mm UV filter. A bunch of lens adapters. These are all just random little ones. They all look used. We have right here a sealed box. Quantity 10 pieces. What do we got in here? Okay, these are all brand new UV filters. Like a full box. 52mm Bauer UV filters. Right here, red mini mag card reader, and then some Delkin SD card readers. Some more stuff in boxes. Let's get these out. All right, I think this is everything out of here besides all of these just batteries and batteries and batteries and chargers and power supplies. All right, here we got some DJI batteries. I don't know what these are from specifically. Some HDMI clamps for camera cages. Right here is something red branded. A red Sidewinder. And then these things in boxes. Let's see. Lens assembly, image stabilizer. Like for some sort of, you know, specific lens. And then everything else in this box is just batteries, 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 Sony batteries, NPF batteries, LPE6s, anything else you can think of, any other type of camera battery. Looks like a majority of these are off-brand or third-party batteries. That's it for box number 2, but we still got one more huge box to get out. It looks like what they did is just put 2 of these boxes inside of that big box. So it's 2 of these smaller boxes inside of there. Random little carrying case. We got looks like a big lighting, you know, softbox adapter or something. This is a top handle from a cinema camera. I don't know which one. It doesn't look or feel like one's from Sony or Canon cameras that I've used at least. And then just some random stuff. Another Red Mag 1.8 inch Red Mag reader. Atomos battery charger looks like. A bunch of UV filters. This is just a little, looks like an SD card case. Looks like a card reader. It looks old, but it's a USB 3.0 universal reader. Lots more just random stuff. Random cables, lens cap. There it is. Box number 3 of 4, I guess. A ton of random batteries. Some sort of Rode mic mount. Batteries, halogen lights. Red Rock Micro lens support, looks like for 15mm rods. Nikon battery charger, other just random parts and pieces to lights and things it looks like. That's it for this box. We have one more box remaining and it's really heavy, so there's probably some cool stuff in there. All right, box number 4, the final box. First of all, an aperture bag. Nothing in there, sadly. All right. This is a big piece of something, some sort of mount, adapter, piece of metal, chargers, power adapters, and cables. I won't really go in on those. That is heavy. I'll check that out in a second. Ooh. This is a Sachtler, looks like leveling head or some sort of tripod attachment. This is a very, very high-end tripod brand. A Sigma lens dock for updating lens firmwares and stuff, that's cool. This is a green Pelican case, but there's something pretty heavy in there. A Fujifilm X-T4 battery grip. Dang, that's probably a pretty nice one. Bunch of SATA cables, it looks like, for, you know, hard drives and SSDs. A bunch of chargers, you know, these little memory card cases. Another tripod collar for a lens. All right, Sony FZ100 batteries, random little adapters, another 95mm UV filter. It looks like both of these are sealed in their packaging. Quasar Science. Okay, they make light tubes, I think. 7600 milliamp hour battery pack. All right, let's pull this Sackler, you know, leveling head or whatever this is on there. I don't see a model or anything on there. So I'm definitely gonna say this is just a broken piece off something, sadly, not like a full tripod head. What we got in here? 24-105 Mark II. Rear of something needs to be cleaned. All right, well, it's definitely not a full lens in there, but is it a piece of a 24-105 lens? This might be like a lens element from a 24-105 Canon lens. Yeah, it looks like, you know, maybe a rear element for a Canon 24-105 Mark II lens. We got one more thing to take a look at. Whatever's in here. Now this says subpart for Blackmagic 12K EF mount in a nice Pelican case. So it's some sort of piece to a Blackmagic cinema camera 12K, which is, it's a pretty high-end camera. Dang, okay. This looks like the original, probably EF. It said EF on there. No, that looks like a PL mount. I mean, I'm sure this is worth something. It's got a few other pieces in there and then some hardware for it. Now, after this, we are empty. We got everything out of here. That is over 100 pounds of random camera gear. Again, I paid about $300 all in with shipping, taxes, and everything. About $300 for this entire lot. All right, here we go. This is everything all laid out here. So on the desk here, I have all the unique or, you know, somewhat valuable stuff. And then down here we have everything else, either just the random stuff or things that, you know, were too big to fit on the desk. And this whole box is even filled up with a bunch of just random small little bits and pieces, cables, cords, chargers, things like that. So this is just a ridiculous amount of stuff. Now I want to quickly just go over everything on the desk and go over some of the more valuable stuff that I found in here. So starting over here, we have all the batteries, like a huge amount of batteries, all sorts of different types and brands. Now, most of these are third-party off-brand batteries, but there are still some first-party ones like these DJI ones, you know, some Canon branded ones, the GoPro ones are legit. But most of the Sony FZ100s and then the LPE6s are all just off-brand, all different types of brands. But yeah, tons of batteries overall, a decent amount of lens adapters. These are all just basic, you know, non-electronic lens adapters for vintage lenses, it looks like. And then over here, we got some pretty neat stuff. So first of all, this is a Panasonic cinema camera battery, but I looked up and used these go for like 60 or 80 bucks. Then we got some red equipment. So right here is a red Sidewinder. This is just a little multi-tool. And then we got 3 of these Red Mag and Red Mini Mag card readers. I looked these up and used, they go for around like 40 to 50 bucks each used. Then we also got this right here. This is an X-T4 Fujifilm battery grip. Just another pretty neat find in there. And this sells for right around $50 used as well. Then right here, this seems pretty simple. It's just a Nikon battery charger, but that actually is pretty valuable as well. I looked this up and this goes for like 50 bucks just for this charger. So pretty much just in this little spot right here, we've paid for this entire $300 package of everything. Then right here, I found out this is a lens hood for this big camcorder. It's not a Leica branded camcorder. I think it was Panasonic or something, but it has a Leica lens on it. I didn't find a whole lot about this, but there were a few used on eBay for like over $50 for just this piece. So we'll see, maybe I can sell that and get a little bit for it. This is also pretty cool. So this is from a Blackmagic Ursa 12K, and this is the PL mount, and it looks like it's in great condition. It's the electronic PL mount. I have seen a few of these used on eBay for I think a little over $100. So this is definitely one of the really cool finds, and it came in this, you know, really nice Pelican case. Then we got these right here, these Amaran battery banks. As far as I can tell, these sell for like $80 new each, but I couldn't really find much for these selling on eBay or selling used or anything like that. Over here, this was a brand new box of a bunch of these 52mm UV filters. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all those, but they're all brand new in the box. And then some just random things right here, you know, Rode stand adapter, some memory card cases, things like that. This right here is like a broken piece off a Sackler tripod head, it looks like some sort of fluid video head. It's sad that it is just a little broken piece off one and not like the entire thing, because that would be an awesome find in this. Some more just random things that are new in their packaging. Lens support, we got some Nikon replacement grips for Nikon cameras, which is kind of neat. This is a top handle for a cinema camera. I still can't find any sort of branding or any markings on this. If you know what this is from, maybe let me know in the comments. comments. Right here, there's a bunch of these. I think there's 15 in total. And these are just Manfrotto 501 base plates for a Manfrotto quick release plate. I'm sure I could find a use for maybe 2 or 3 of these, but 15 of these is so many. I really have no idea what I'm gonna do with all those. All right, then right here we got some lens tripod collars. I'm not sure what they're from, but we got 3 of those. This, man, I was so excited seeing MKH416 on this. I thought there'd be one inside of there, but this is like a just protective lockable mic tube, it looks like, just for transportation and storage. And then right here we got just some random replacement parts for lenses. And this right here is a rear element for 24-105 Mark II. I'm guessing a Canon 24-105 Mark II. I think that's like a wireless flash trigger and yeah, some screen protectors from Small HD. A Sound Devices SSD caddy. This is another thing that I couldn't find a whole lot for just this piece on its own, but it's part of an external video recorder that is super, super expensive when I looked it up, so I'm really not sure what this is really worth. But it also did come with a 240 gig SSD, which is neat. Oh, and then these right here, a bunch more UV filters. These are all just plain clear UV filters, all different sorts of sizes. And that's pretty much everything there is to cover. All this stuff is mostly just random little things. A whole bag of GoPro backs, softbox in there, random little bags and straps and, you know, things like that, halogen lamps. Yeah, just all this random stuff. So that is pretty much everything in this package. I would say for $300, this is 100% worth it. I'm really happy with everything I got in here. Even though I really have no idea what I'm gonna do with 90% of this, I'm pretty happy. I think this was definitely a success. But let me know down in the comments if you think this is worth $300 for all this stuff and what you would do with everything. If you wanna see more videos like this in the future, definitely hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.